Hello, welcome to my August TBR wrap up. No, not a wrap up, it is not the end yet. Had to change the camera angle. But anyways, so this is gonna be kind of like a loose TBR, and then also kind of like books I got for my birthday and books I bought myself for my birthday. Well, my cat's playing in a box. But Gio, go. But so this is gonna kind of be like books that I bought myself. So my birthday's on Monday and I went shopping today and got myself some books. And then I've also bought some books on Facebook Marketplace, and then I got some books from like, I guess inherited, not really, some books from somebody I know who was cleaning out her bookshelf. So anyways, let's get this thing started. So I didn't organize these in piles at all, so don't mind me while I do that quick. But so my birthday is on Monday, and literally all I asked for from my husband and my parents were books, because like that's all that I want. I have everything else I need. So I'm excited. I went to the bookstore with my mom today, picked out some from her that she bought already, so that was exciting. That was very nice. Obviously I don't expect anything for my birthday, but you know, if I get asked, like, that's what I wanted. So anyways, just gonna organize these. Okay, so I've got 4 different piles. I've got a pile of books that I bought from Facebook Marketplace, a pile of books that I got from the person I know, and then a pile of books that I bought myself, and then my library books. So kind of like a TBR of sorts. So we'll start with the ones that I got the earliest, which was the ones that I inherited, this pile. So all of these, I haven't heard of like any of these except for one. The one that I heard of is, where is it? I've heard of It Starts With Us. I've never read It Ends With Us, and I don't think I'm ever gonna read this one. But I have it if I want to read it. So I don't know, I might read it. I was gonna pick up It Starts With Us, or It Ends With Us today, but I didn't, so whatever. But I have this, got that, and then so now just kind of going through. I've never heard of these books before, never read them, don't know what they're about, but I'm excited. So the first one is the book Club Hotel by Sarah Morgan, and I got Almost Maine. This is by John Carini, and I've heard that this was based off of a play. So it's a book that's kind of based off of a play, I guess. The Comeback by Lily Chu. I couldn't find this on Goodreads at all, so yeah, don't know. Starry-Eyed Love by Helen Hunting. Point of Retreat by Colleen Hoover. I have never heard of this Colleen Hoover book before. I don't know when it was released. Anyways, never heard of it before. We'll see what it's about. I don't know anything about it. Oh, it's a second book in the Slammed series, but it's about Laken and Will. I don't know, interesting. Another Colleen Hoover. I've never been interested in reading a Colleen Hoover book, but I have 3 of them now. And this is called All Your Perfects. Cute. Then East Coast Girls by Carrie Colletter, and then Counting Down With You by Tashi Biani. I don't know if I said that wrong, but I think I don't know. They all sound interesting. Excited to read most of them. So I just don't know about the Colleen Hoover. I don't know if I'll end up reading the Colleen Hoover books, but who knows? Maybe I will, and maybe it'll surprise me. And then the second stack, this is all hardcover books. This I am the most proud of. This stack of hardcover books. This is all hardcover books. And I say that because I found this on Facebook Marketplace for its 8 hardcover books for $30. And they're not just like any hardcover books, they're like ones that I know are relatively popular. So I was not gonna pass that up. But anyways, so the first one is The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, which I have read this one before. I did really enjoy it. It looks like whoever I bought it from also enjoyed it. She tabbed it up. I guess not that much, just 4 of them. But yeah, so got that one, which I've already read again. So this one was kind of, it was such a good deal. I wasn't gonna just like pass it up because I read one book. I figured I really enjoyed this book, checked it out from the library, so I thought it would even, like it would be good on my shelf. And it looks nice, like it looks nice. It would look nice on my shelf, so I can't complain about it. The other book that I got was The Younger Wife by Sally Hepworth. I don't like reading the description of books. I like to know like their general genre, but I don't know anything about, I've like heard of them and I see them at the bookstores whenever I go there, but I don't know anything about them. But this one it kind of looks like a thriller, like maybe a domestic thriller. So I'm excited to read that. Those are my favorite kind because they're just like chill, easy reads. They're suspenseful, but it's always just like pretty easy thrillers. 2 Nights in Lisbon by Chris Pavone. This one I almost bought. I went to Target today and then I also went to Books A Million. Almost bought it at both places because I was like, ooh, that looks really interesting, but I already have it, so I'm glad I didn't buy it. This is called The Human Origins of Beatrice Porter and Other Essential Ghosts. I for some reason thought this was like short stories. I don't think it is. I think it's just a story. But anyways, I'm excited to read it. The cover is beautiful, obviously. I almost bought it 2 different times, but so the cover's beautiful. I'm excited to read this one. I thought I heard someone behind me. There's nobody behind me. This one I saw on YouTube, actually. It's the London Seance Society. I've heard that it's a historical fiction, I want to say. I've never read a historical fiction before, so I don't know if I like them or not, but I guess we'll find out. I got 9 Lives by Peter Swanson. If you're on the list, someone wants you dead. Creepy. And then Here in the Dark by Alexis Solowski. I'm excited to read it. It looks a little like scary. I've never read like a horror novel. I don't think anyways. I've read some Riley Sager and I've read some Lisa Jewell, but those aren't like horror, I wouldn't say. Like they weren't really scary. So I'm excited to give this one a try. I don't know if it's even horror, but, and then I got The Need by Helen Phillips. Oh, I read the little blurb, don't love it. I don't like home alone things because I am often home alone. So I get very spooked very easily. So these will be books that I read when my husband is around, not by myself. So I'm excited about those. And then these are the books that I picked up today from the store. These are just ones that I've been reading, or not been reading, that I've been hearing about that I want to read. So I got these, have been hearing a lot about them, so I wanted to read them, get into them, see if maybe I also liked them, and I figured I could check them out from the library, but I could also just buy them. It's my birthday. I feel like I deserve a little treat. So that's what I did. I ended up just buying them, really feeding into consumerism, you know? So we'll start with the paperbacks and then just kind of move our way down. So the first one I got was Icebreaker, which I've been listening to this on audiobook, and I think I'm about halfway through. About halfway through the book, and then I ran out of listening hours on audio or on Spotify, so that's kind of BS. I'll have to maybe reread like a chapter or 2. But I got that one, and then so I have kind of iffy thoughts about this one. I don't love it, but I like it enough to want to finish it. But I also got the second book in the series because I figured the first one, I don't love the first one. Why not try the second one? Why not give it another shot? So I got the second book in the series, and I think as of right now, it's Russ from the first one. I don't know Aurora. I don't know if I don't remember her being part of the book, but she might have already been, or she might be later down the line. But I don't know, Russ might be a bigger character, but this is about him, Russ, and Aurora. So, there's a balloon behind me. So, I don't know. Figured I'll give it a shot. Why the heck not? And then the third paperback that I got is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. So I know that this is a TV show now, but I've heard that the book is really good. I also heard the TV show is really good. But I wanted to read this before I watched the show, just because I like to see the similarities between the two. So yeah, I'm excited to read that one. I think I'm gonna try to read it before I watch the show, which I don't plan on watching the show. I'm like, oh my god, I have to finish it by the end of the week so I can watch the show. I watch the show when I can watch the show. I don't even know what it's on. I don't have access to Netflix anymore because it logged me out because I am on my parents' account. So if it's on Netflix, it might be a little bit. The next book I picked up was Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. The only Riley Sager that I read is The Only One Left, and I really liked that one a lot. So I'm excited to try his newest book. So I'm excited to try this one and see if I like it. I don't know what it's about, but I did like his last one, and I gotta imagine it's within the same genre. It looks the same, sounds the same. So excited to read that. And then so this is kind of where it shifts from all of these have been romance, horror, something like that. This is where we get into fantasy, kind of fantasy-ish, and it's starting on fantasy and it will go through the rest of the video, through the rest of the books. So this one that I picked up, well, I guess I did get a horse. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. Okay, Tress of the Emerald Sea. I haven't heard much about this book other than from Alexandra Roslin on YouTube. I watched some of her videos. She talked about this book. I don't remember if she liked it. I think she did, but I remember her talking about it, so it was enough for me. I thought maybe this would be a good summer into fall, bridging summer into fall read, so picked that one up. I also picked up A Fate Inked in Blood because, again, I've heard a lot about it. Don't know if it's been loved or not loved, but I picked it up because I've heard about it and I wanted to give it my own shot. This is by Danielle Jensen. So I'm excited to see if I like it. I think it's a romantasy because it does say fantasy romance, so I will see. For some reason I thought it was a young adult book, and I mean, even if it is a young adult book, we'll probably still like it. But I'm excited because I think I'm kind of going down the fantasy rabbit hole. I started with, as you can see, it started with the ACOTAR series, and then, spoiler alert, I started reading Throne of Glass, so I think I've just dove in head first. So yeah, Tress of the Emerald Sea, and then Fate Inked in Blood. And then I did pick up, so from my library, I checked out Fourth Wing, got maybe a chapter in, decided not for me, returned it. So naturally I bought the series. Why not? Because I figured I'd give it another shot. I just wasn't, it was I just finished, I think it was A Court of Mist and Fury I had just finished, or it was A Court of Thorns and Roses. I don't remember, it was one of the two of them, and it was just, a bird just flew out the window and it scared the crap out of me. Oh, and there's my cat. But I just finished one of those, and it was just a lot for my little noggin to take in, because I'm not used to reading fantasy, and I know that that's romantasy. It's not high fantasy. It takes brain power, but not a lot. But my brain was more so at the time used to just reading a romance. I was reading mostly books like this, where it's just you read it, you giggle, you kick your feet, you have a good time. So that's what I was used to, and then I got into thrillers a little bit, and then into fantasy, and my brain just needed a break. It was like, whoa, what is this that you're doing to me? You're making me work so hard. So anyways, all of that to say, I am trying to get back into fantasy. I read fantasy a lot when I was in high school, but that was like young adult fantasy. So now getting into like adult-ish fantasy. So anyways, so I got Fourth Wing. Well, I got Fourth Wing. I also picked up Iron Flame. I know that Onyx Storm is coming out, I think next year, sometime next year. So I want to get these finished before Onyx Storm comes out. But anyways, that I guess is all of the books that I've purchased or like am keeping. Like those are the books, that is all of the books that I am keeping in my possession that I've purchased or got from a friend. Moving into, this is going to be like a loose, not a loose, but this is what I'm going to definitely be reading in the month of August. As far as the rest of the books, I'm definitely going to finish Icebreaker, and then we'll see what else. I still have some that my mom has that I picked up from Books A Million today, that I'll add in at a later time, probably like Tuesday, when I actually get them, have them in my possession, and then maybe make like a full TBR. But again, I might have already said this, I'm more of a mood reader. I'm not really like a TBR maker. It's really hard for me to stick to a TBR. Anyways, so right now I am reading Throne of Glass. I haven't made it very far yet because I've made the mistake of reading late at night when I'm super tired. So I haven't made it very far into it yet, but so far what I've read, I'm really, really enjoying. Like ACOTAR, it took me a long time to get into that book, but so far, like I have been just really enjoying this. Oh, so yeah, so I checked this one out to get the vibes of that, and then once I'm done with Throne of Glass, I'm going to try to hop into Crescent City. This is House of Earth and Blood, I guess is the first one. So I'm gonna try to hop into this and see if I like this, because I mean the Crescent City books are thick, like they are big boys. So I want to start this one, see if I like it, so then I can purchase the rest of the series. So it's not like a waste of money, even though I think I love Sarah J. Maas. I think she's my book soulmate, just saying. So I can't imagine I'm gonna hate those. I also have to finish the rest of the ACOTAR series, but that's further down the road. And then I also got Finley Donovan is Killing It, because at the beginning of at the end of last month, I wasn't in the mood for romance, because I'd listened to Body Check and I had started Icebreaker, so I wasn't in the mood to read romance with my eyeballs. So I got Finley Donovan is Killing It because I just needed something light and easy and like lighthearted. So I picked this up. And then I obviously jumped right into Throne of Glass because I wanted something to break up my fantasy books. Picked up Throne of Glass, naturally. Didn't pick up the one that I got to break up. So I think I want to start reading this because I also heard that is a really good series, just kind of like chill vibes. So I'm excited to read that. But anyways, that is literally all of the books that I have received over the last this has probably been over the last week. That's crazy. But so yeah, so I think probably Tuesday afternoon I'm gonna sit on this. Right now it's Friday the August 2nd. My birthday's on Monday the 5th, and then maybe the next Tuesday I'll probably sit down, do the rest of the haul, and then maybe a loose TBR, just so we're all kind of on the same page, and then let you obviously do a reading update. Hopefully by then I'll have finished this book because I really like it and I just need to sit down and read it. And that's what I was gonna do today, but then I ended up going out and just hanging out with my mom for my birthday because I have to work on my birthday. But anyways, that is literally all I have. I am so impressed that I did this without my baby waking up. I figured I'd have to pause and she'd be here with us, but she is not. She is sleeping. So anyways, I think I've tried to say goodbye 4 times. Can you tell I'm from the Midwest? But that is all I have today, and I need to be done before I keep just talking and talking and talking. So anyways, I will see you Tuesday. Okay, I think I promised you an update on Tuesday. but it's Sunday night, like the following Sunday night. My birthday was last Monday. So sorry, I just got crazy, little sad, little depressy, but we're good. We're on the up and up, we're looking up, everything's going good. I've got my dog, I've got my cow, we're in a new angle, and this is just gonna kind of be like the rest of my book haul for my birthday. So I don't remember where I left off, but I think I said that on my birthday I'll get some more books, and that was true. But these are the ones that I got from my mom. So she took me on Friday. I think I said that she took me to go pick out some books at Books A Million. So the ones that I picked out, I was gonna get a couple of them for myself, like buy them for myself because they were on like the bargain pricing. And then I ended up, like the guy in front of us ended up taking too long and the line got too long and there was just one cashier. I felt really bad having her do 2 different transactions. So we all just like, we put everything together, and then she ended up just giving it all to me for my birthday. Anyways, so the books that I picked up, I got Legends and Lattes. I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty confident that I got this one. But yeah, so Legends and Lattes, 3 of them that were on the discount, like the bargain pricing that I was just gonna buy for myself, was Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. But I just thought it would be cute, like it'd be fun to read around Christmas time, and it was on sale, so I got it. The second one that I got this one only because I liked the cover. I have no idea what it's about, but I loved the cover. Like it just looks so nice, like I don't know, but it's Looking Glass Sound by Catriona Ward. But I don't know, I just thought it looked really nice, and it was only like $7, so I couldn't pass it up. And then I got Catherine Center, Hello Stranger. I read the rom-commers, loved it, so I want to read. I've heard that I know her name, like, but I've never read her books so far, so I've heard that her backlog is actually like really good, like very well liked. So I want to maybe read some. Yeah, so just some of her backlog. So I also want to read some of her more popular like books, because I liked the rom-commers and how it was kind of like, I don't remember if there was a lot of like spicy scenes, like smutty scenes. And I enjoy that in a romance, but I think more often than not, I enjoy the build-up and then kind of like the closed door, like behind the scenes, fade to black, like whatever. But I don't know, it's nice to mix it up. But I really liked the writing of the rom-commers, so I got this because it was on clearance or bargain pricing, whatever. So I got this just to kind of, I don't know, read it and see if I like it. And then Legends and Lattes, and then I also picked up The Husbands. Figured I might as well just pick it up for my birthday. So Holly Gramazio, The Husbands. I'm very excited to read this one. I've been looking forward to reading it since it came out like a while ago, so I'm excited for that. And then my husband got me the whole entire Throne of Glass series in hardcover, so that's all right there, the whole series right there. I've read the first book, loved it. So I got the whole series in hardcover because I don't know. So I want to get the Crescent City series in hardcover as well. And so I thought I might as well just get Throne of Glass in hardcover. I wish I looked at the ACOTAR series in hardcover, and I just don't like the colors. Like I don't like the gray with a pop of color. I don't like the way that looks, and I prefer if I'm gonna, and I want to display these series, so I'd rather display a series that I actually like the look of instead of displaying it because it's hardcover, or like buying it because it's hardcover only. So I have the ACOTAR series in the full color, like the paperback, and then I have the Throne of Glass. And I just think that the Throne of Glass, like the hardcovers, well, even the paperbacks, but the whole series just looks really nice on my bookshelf. Like it's kind of vibey. But yeah, so I'm really excited about that. I just picked up the first one because I wasn't gonna show you the whole series because like you don't need to see the whole entire series, every single book. I'm really grateful for my support system and the village that I have. especially dealing with some like really intense postpartum depression at the beginning of the year. And really, I really just like spent this year or the last few months just like trying to absorb my family, or like just take in family time. And I don't know, I'm just really grateful for my village. Like I don't think I would be here. I definitely would not be here, sitting right here right now with my family and my animals and all of that if it wasn't for them. That's over with. So that's my little birthday haul, the last bit of my birthday haul. Then I did get 2 more books. So my local bookstore, I've been looking for this one specific book for a long time. And since it came out a long time, and I think that was in like October of last year. And I can't find it anywhere. I could not find it. Like, I think I could buy it on Amazon, but I didn't really want to buy it on Amazon. I'd rather just wait and either check it out at the library or get it from a local bookstore. And so I was just kind of waiting and seeing what would happen, and eventually like they'd either get it in or I would just buy it on Amazon. But I follow my bookstore on Instagram, and they have like a new release Tuesday post every week about, the cats are fighting, about all of the books that they've got in that week. And this was on the table. So this is the book that I've been wanting to read forever. Knock Knock Open Wide by Neil Sharpson. And I finally got my hands on it, and I am so excited. I cracked it open as soon as I got it. So I'm about halfway through. I think I put it into my Goodreads, and I'm like 47% of the way through. So far, I'm really enjoying it. I have no idea what's happening. I have no idea what's going on. And I don't know what's going to happen. We have about 50% of the book left. And so far, not a whole lot has happened. Like, the beginning was very, like, action, and then it kind of, like, mellowed out. And now I'm just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen, because it's, like, I think it's, like, kind of culty and paranormal. So I'm excited to see where we go from there, because I've never read, like, a paranormal thriller before, or paranormal horror before. So I'm ready to see what this book gives me. And then I also picked up Margot's Got Money Troubles, because I don't know, I was just browsing, and I saw this book when they first got it in, and then I thought it sounded interesting, but I just never bought it, or never picked it up. And then I kind of heard a little bit of buzz about it right after that, and how it was really good. So that's like the last I've heard of it, but I figured it was still on their display table, like not on the front like new release table or just got in table, but closer. It was like one of the staff recommendations. So I picked it up because I thought, screw it, it's my birthday. I'm just gonna kind of spoil myself. So yeah, that's like literally the whole book haul from the last couple weeks. It's insane how many books I picked up. Like that whole case, so that series, that used to be like all of my books on my TBR. Like that was it. Like not all of these books, but how many there are up there, that's like how much my TBR filled up. And now it's like that, and that whole like shelf, I'm not even pointing to it, that whole shelf right here, and then I have the Avatar series, and I've got these books, and it's just like I couldn't be more grateful for what I have and all of that. Yeah, so that's, I think, really it. That's it. I don't know. I love my birthday. I love being spoiled. I love being selfish a little bit, but I also, I don't know, I just love my family, and I love all that they do for me. And yeah, so anyways, that's all that I have. So I will see you later. Goodbye.